Shalom. I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. All right. This lesson, I want to go into how we are, if we are not the men of the Lord, who is? You know? And I'm not saying this out of pride, but I'm saying this off of scriptures. Okay? Because when you check the scriptures, you got to see who fits the criteria, man. You know, who fits the criteria of what the men of the Lord will be experiencing. You know, so let's go ahead and check out the criteria. I got a few scriptures. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 10, it says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name, for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." Okay? So if the prophets before us got persecuted like that, then, hey, who are the prophets now? You know? Because if we're getting persecuted in the same fashion, you know what I'm saying? Do we fit that criteria? Well, yes, we do, man. We definitely fit that criteria. Let's get another scripture. This is Luke 6 and 26. It says, "Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets." That's right. And now all men don't speak well of us, man. The majority of the people don't speak well of us. There's only a small percentage of people that speak well of us. Okay? People curse us out, you know. Brothers have had guns drawn on them. You know, they throw garbage at them. They throw objects at you know, the men of the Lord. Okay? You know, some brothers have had their hands put on them. They've got, people have spit on certain brothers, man. All right? So that's not all men speaking well of us, man. You know, you tell them you're an Israelite. They think you're in a cult. You know, they think you're a terrorist. Whatever the case may be, man. All right? Who fits this criteria? We do. Okay? You know, our families think we need psychiatric help. You know, they think we're bugged out, but really they're bugged out, you know? John 15 and 16, it says, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you." That's right. And that's why a lot of these people, they don't rock with us, man, because they're of the world. All right? It says, verse 20, "Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also." Right, man. Okay? T.D. Jakes doesn't get persecuted, you know. Creflo Dollar doesn't get persecuted. Joel Osteen doesn't get persecuted. Joyce Myers doesn't get persecuted, man. You know, and all your other false prophets, man. You guys don't get persecuted. All right, and the only time you get persecuted is for righteousness. It's not for righteousness' sake, Salakia. It's because someone's judging you righteously. You know, they're calling you out on your BS, man. That's the only time you devils get persecuted. All right, you don't get persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. You know, we get persecuted for righteousness' sake because we're standing bold in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, pushing this truth. All right, and we're conducting ourselves the way we're supposed to be. You know, wise as a serpent, harmless as doves, and moving, that the ministry be not blamed. And you people still try to find a reason to persecute us, man. You know, and demonize us. So we fit these criterias. I'm gonna continue reading. Verse 21, "But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they have not known, Slack, they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin." And that's exactly what it is. Our people have no cloak for their sin. We're out there reproving them, you know, telling them to get right. Okay? And they don't have a cloak for their sin. They're marked, man. Creflo Dollar ain't marking nobody. Creflo Dollar, He trying to push you not to keep the laws, man. You know, and all these other false prophets, man. Okay. Uh, verse 22. Slakia, verse 23. He that hateth me hateth my Father also. That's right. And if you hate us, you hate Yahweh Shai. And if you hate Yahweh Shai, you hate the Most High, man. Okay. And the Most High hates you. Verse 24. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not sinned. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass that is the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause. But when the Comforter is come, Salakia, that's the point. Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to finish off with that. John 16:1. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yet the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High service. And these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. But these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. And these things I said not unto you. These things said I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you. All right, yeah, man. You know, that's what's happening. Okay, you had our apostles kicked out of their synagogues, man. You know, certain brothers rebuking other people. They get kicked out. You know, they get kicked out of their homes because their families are demons. You know, stuff like that, man. You know, brothers have been removed from people's company. You know, like the scriptures say. You know, because what? They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Let me get that scripture. Amos 5:10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. That's right. A lot of people don't like the truth. Okay, and especially when it's coming out of the scriptures, man. Okay, because the scripture, even though you may not believe in the scripture still has that vibration, man. All right, the scriptures still have that vibration. Okay, and it's truth, man. It's pure truth. You can't debunk the scriptures. So when you coming out of the scriptures, man, you know, it just burns these people to the core. All right, that's why the Lord said his word is like a hammer, you know, and the Lord said that his word is as a fire as well. And he also said that his word is sharper than any two-edged sword, man. You know? So this word will cut you deep, man. All right? This is Isaiah 30:9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Okay? That's right, man. If all men were speaking well of us, we would be speaking smooth things, man. Okay? But we not. We're telling you raw truth, man. Okay? Unfiltered, you know, not watered down. We giving you the full spectrum, man. Like the apostle said, I have not shunned to declare unto you all the gospel. Roughly paraphrasing. All right? Verse 11. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Okay? Right. So that's how our people are, man. They don't want to see us out there on the highways and hedges, man. They don't want to see us rebuking these people. These heathens, they don't want to see us out there neither, man. Okay? But you got some jakes who want to get us off these streets more than these heathen. You know, like you had those wicked Israelites that vowed that they wouldn't eat or drink till they killed the Apostle Paul, man. You know, if I'm remembering correctly. So that just goes to show you how wicked. And those same people are here today back in their lot, man. You know, the same people who crucified Yahushua and was begging to have him crucified, saying, let his blood be upon us and our children, man. You know? So those same people are coming back in their lot. Let's prove that real quick, man. Okay? This is Revelation 1:7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Amen. So Yahushua died a couple thousand years ago. Okay? So those same people who pierced him and had to do with him being pierced, you know, they died, you know, basically a relevant time frame from when Yahushua died. Okay? So my point is, those people, where are they now? They're back in their lots, man, and they're gonna see Yahushua coming, and the Lord is gonna put it in their remembrance. Like, damn, bro, that was me. You know, they're back in their lot, man, and they persecuted Yahushua. They're gonna persecute us. We read the scriptures, so we fit these criterias, man, which shows us we are the men of the Lord. Lord's will we endure unto the end. You know, and this isn't out of a place of pride. It's just truth. It's truth, man. Going for the precept by precept, you know, looking to see who fits these criteria. It's clear that we fit the criteria, man. Matthew 22:1, and Yahushua answered and spake unto them again by parables, and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son. All right, now, who is that king? The Most High. Who made the marriage for his son? Well, the son is Yahushua, and the marriage is the Lord being married to the nation of Israel. First and foremost, starting off with the elect. It says, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again, he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. Right, and that's what we do. All right, we are the servants of the Lord, and we bid Jake to the marriage, man. But ultimately, the elect is only gonna take part in the marriage. Okay, those are gonna be the ones found with that wedding garment. All right. This is verse 5. But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. Right, and that's what Jake does. Jake makes light of this truth. You know, Jake will be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna come back. You know, I'll be back next week. Jake don't come back. You know, we never see Jake again. You know how many times we have heard Jake say that? Oh, I'm gonna come back. You know, we never see Jake again, man. Only a few Jakes have actually came back after they said they was gonna come back, man. And that's probably less than a handful, you know. Or you have Jakes that they hear this truth and they be like, yeah, brothers, you know, keep on going. But as soon as they leave your presence, they right back to their folly, man. And they don't think twice about it, man. You know. But hey, the Wadi Habashim Al-Shai, that's not us, man, because that could have been our lot, you know. But the Wadi Habashim Al-Shai, that he has us contributing to this word, Lord's will we endure unto the end, you know, and we might have the hope of salvation. All right. Verse 6, and the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. Okay, right. The prophets. Israel has been killing the prophets, man. Okay? Israel has always tried to buck up against the prophets and have sometimes resorted to literally laying their hands on them, man. Okay? Our Lord, first and prime example. This is 2 Ezra 1:32. It says, I sent unto you my servants the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands, saith the Lord. That's right. That's right, man. Okay? That's right. And we still have that today, man. You still got people who want to kill the prophets. Like I mentioned earlier, certain brothers have had guns drawn on them, man. Okay? And it's only going to get worse. Because ultimately it's going to lead up to certain men of the Lord being put to death for the Lord, man. Back in the ancient world too, men of the Lord have been put to death for the Lord. I'm thinking of Stephen right now. Paul, the Apostle Paul, he was stoned to death and the Lord brought him back to life. Yahushua, they crucified him. And the list goes on. John the Baptist, they cut his head off. You know, James, they killed James. Okay? They killed the disciples of the Lord. They killed the prophets, man. You know? So that's just how it is. Now I'm going to keep reading. Verse 7, but when the king heard thereof, he was wroth and sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers and burned up those cities. That's right. So the Lord is going to repay vengeance, man. And that's what he did. Jake went into captivity. You know, Jake would get slaughtered and certain things like that. Verse 8, then saith he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. What is the highways? We go out into the highways, man. Okay? We go out into the highways and byways, man. All right, and these are a few precepts you can link with that. Luke 14:23, Isaiah 30 and 20, Proverbs 20 and Proverbs 20, verse 1 and 20 through 21. You know, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets, in the chief place of concourse. You know, Yahweh said, what shall I liken this generation? It is like children calling unto their fellows in the marketplaces, saying, we have piped unto you, but ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, but ye have not lamented. You know? So that's how it is, man. Proverbs, you know, the book of Proverbs, where it talks about wisdom being in the streets, man. You know? Proverbs 8 and 2. Let me just get it real quick. You know, and there's more scriptures, but those are just a few off the top, man. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 2. Slaki, I'll start at verse 1. Proverbs 8 and 1. Doeth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places, by the way in the places of the paths. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Okay? And that's us, man. That's how wisdom is crying out. Through the men of the Lord, out there on the highways and byways, man. Lord's will be of the elect. Okay? But one thing's for certain, the Lord is dealing with us, man. And I'm not trying to say that out of a place of pride, man. Okay? But that's true. The Lord is dealing with us, man. You know? Because we fit the criteria of what the men of the Lord should be going through. And that's the whole point of this lesson. Matthew 23 and 34. Wherefore, behold, I send unto you your prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city. And this happened to the men of the Lord back in the ancient world, and this is getting ready to happen to the men of the Lord again, man. All right? And actually have already happened, man. Abba Bivens, all right? Abba Bivens was jumped by some niggas because he was cutting them up, man. All right? Just like how, which Abba Bivens is John the Baptist in the reincarnation, if you can receive it. Just like how they chopped off John the Baptist's head, man. All right? They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, man. Matthew 23 and 35. That upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of the righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, son of Barachias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. So the Lord is getting ready to require you people putting your hands on the prophets, man. All right? The scriptures say, precious is the death of his saints, man. You know? Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. Verse 37, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and ye would not. Okay? All right, yeah, Jake doesn't want to adhere to this truth of ours, man. You know, the Most High tries to bring, here it is, the Most High trying to bring you back into the fold. And Jake, you're rejecting the hand of the Lord, man. You're basically biting the hand that's feeding you, you know. But we understand the Lord's will got to be fulfilled. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. And that's what we're trying to offer our people, man. You know, we're trying to offer our people that, man. Verse 16, but they said, we will not walk therein. All right? Yeah, they don't want to walk in the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know? They want to walk in the ways of, you know, Esau, Edom, and the rest of the heathen, man. When you read Psalms, the 106th chapter, it tells you how Jake was mingled amongst the heathen, and their gods of the heathen nations was a snare unto them, man. You know? That's why the scriptures say our people are snared. They're trapped in prison houses, man. You know? Which is spiritual and literal. Okay? In a spiritual sense, those prison houses represent those different doctrines and philosophies, man. All right, but in a literal sense, too, our people are literally snared, trapped in holes, hid in prison houses, man. Who is the highest population of the Jakes? Or who is the highest population of them prisons, man? Jake. All right? You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You know? You guys got the highest prison population, man. This is verse 17. Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. That's right. And we are the trumpet, man. We're out there on the highways and byways blowing that trumpet week in and week out, man. Also blowing the trumpet when we put up these shows throughout the week, man. When we're not on the highways and byways. Okay? But our people don't want to hear, man. All right? The Lord has set us up as watchmen. All right? And we do this work to get the blood off our hands. Okay? But like the Lord said, if no one takes heed to the sound of the trumpet, you know, then you deliver your soul and their blood shall be upon themselves. You know? But if we don't blow this trumpet, all right, the blood is going to be upon us, and those people are going to be destroyed, man. All right? That's why the Lord says, speak unto them whether they hear or forbear, man. All right? And we know that only the elect is going to hear, and the rest of you Israelites are going to forbear. All right? And for you heathen, it's not for you to hear, you know, nor forbear. You feel me? Because salvation wasn't given unto you. All you need to know is your judgment, and that's what we tell you out of the scriptures. This is Luke 14:16. Then said he unto them, a certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servants at supper time, saying, and to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuses. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee have me excused. And another said, I have brought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. All right? And this is all excuses that Jake uses today, man. You know? Oh, nah, my woman, she don't want me in the truth. Or, you know, nah, my woman, she gonna think I'm crazy. Da-da-da-da. Or I got a wife, bro. I can't be out here. You know? All types of excuses, man. All right? I just got a new job, you know, or I'm working. All right, yeah, we get it. We in slavery, you know, brothers got to work. But, hey, you got to know what's more important, man. Your job, your little crusty-ass job, all right, that you're only really making crumbs compared to the higher-ups in the society, all right, or freaking, you know, serving the Lord, man, which is greater than, which is the greatest job you can ever have, man, all right, the job with the most benefits you can ever have, you know, to put it in perspective, man. All right, greater than any occupation, greater than the highest paying job you can get in Esau's kingdom, man. In infinity times greater, man. You know. All right, verse 21. So that servant came and shewed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and the lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor and the maimed and the halt and the blind. All right, and yeah, that's spiritually what we were before we came into this knowledge, man. We were spiritually poor, you know. A lot of us spiritually poor and physically poor. All right, majority of us, you know, spiritually blind, spiritually maimed, spiritually halt. You know, that's the elect, man. Okay, and then he said, go into the streets and the lanes of the city, man. So that's what we do. All right, we're not in mega church. We don't have mega church buildings, man. A lot of us don't even have a school. You know, but the scriptures say, thy teacher shall not be backed up into a corner anymore, man. You know, Isaiah the 30th chapter. Okay, so we're not in buildings and stuff like that, man. We out there in the streets facing the elements. Okay, subject to bug outs and all types of danger, man. You know, it's of the mercy of the Lord that we're protected, man. All right. This is verse 22. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. For I say unto you that none of those men which are bidden shall taste of my supper. Okay? I'm going to read on. It says, and there were great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me, and hate not his father, and mother, and wife, and children, and brethren, and sisters, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Lest happily after he hath laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him. That's right, man. And Jake wishes that we can't finish building this tower of ours, man. And that tower really represents us, man. Okay? When we got to count the cost in this thing, man. And what's a part of counting the cost? Giving up, being ready to give up everything for the Lord. That's why Yahushua said, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So if you're not ready to give up everything for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, then you cannot be a disciple of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? And that's what we've done, man. We've given up our lives for this truth of ours, man. Okay? But these other false prophets out here, they don't give up their lives, man. They still love the world, man. They abuse this world. Okay? I'm going to read on. Verse 30. This man began to build and was not able to finish. That's right. Jake loves to do that, man. Jake loves to be like, oh, I thought you don't eat pork. Oh, I thought you don't smoke. Oh, I thought you was a Hebrew Israelite. What you doing, listening to rap music and shit like that, man. That's how our people get down. That's why the scriptures say, the wicked watcheth after the righteous and seeketh to slayeth him, man. Ultimately, that's going into you damn Edomites. All right? But, it goes for our people, too. The scriptures say that the works of our people have compassed the deeds of the wicked, roughly paraphrasing, in Jeremiah, the 5th chapter, and the 28th verse. So we know who the wicked is, man. All right? And that's you Edomites. Verse 31, or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulteth whether he be able to with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000? Or else while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambassage, or ambassage, Salakia, I don't know, and desireth conditions of peace. All right, I believe it's ambassage. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all he hath, he cannot be my disciple. And that's the point, man. That's the point, man. Okay? We have given up everything for this truth of ours, man. All right? And that's what we're supposed to do. Matthew 19:27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Right. Okay? Psalms the 45th chapter and the 10th verse, man. Forsake thy father's house. Roughly paraphrasing. We have forsaken all, man. We left everything, man. Just like our forefathers. Our forefathers, Abraham, he left his family. He left his father's house. And he went into a place that was that he didn't know about. But he had faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. Same thing with us, man. We have forsaken all to follow the Lord, man. I'm going to read again. Then Matthew 19:27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. It says, and everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life. That's right, man. We're going to receive all that we've forsaken hundredfold, man, in the kingdom, and everlasting life, man. All right? But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. That's right. Esau's the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it. That follow it, man. All right, we're at the bottom right now, and we're going to be on the top, man. Let's get another one. This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 44. It says, again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth it for joy thereof, goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Okay, and that's what we do, man. We gave up everything for that goodly field, or that goodly pearl. Okay, that's what that parable means, man. We give up everything for this truth. Okay, that's what that's going into, man. Let's get another one real quick. Matthew 10, and starting at verse 16, it says, "Behold, I send you forth as," and that goes to show you that we have forsaken everything, man. So we fit this criteria, Verse Matthew 10 and 16, it says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles." That's right, man. And that's exactly what's coming. It happened in the past, and it's coming again, man. You see all these nations, they're starting to hear about this quote-unquote black Hebrew Israelites, which we don't consider ourselves black Hebrew Israelites. All right, we're just simply Hebrew Israelites, But you know how this devil gets down. He likes to put a quote-unquote race card, man. And he likes to put a title on it, to make it come off carnal, man. But the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. And that's another way to prove that we are the men of the Lord. All right? Because we don't get carnal with these people, man. We don't bring guns to camp. We don't bring knives to camp, At least not to protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if a brother got a knife on him, he's more than likely using it for utility purposes, man. But a majority of the time, you're not going to find a brother with a knife on him at camp, man. You're not going to find a brother with any weapons with him on camp. The only weapon you're going to see with that brother having with him on camp is his sword. And I'm talking about this scriptures, man. All right? Ephesians, the 6th chapter, tells you that the sword of the Spirit is the word of the Most High, man. That's the only weapon we got on us, man. All right? And that's why we're such a threat, because we have this truth, man. Okay? And we know how to wield this sword, if you will. All right? We know how to cut and swing this sword around. We know how to use these words, man. We know how to use these scriptures. All right? That's another way to prove we are the men of the Lord, man. We don't carry weapons on us, man. That's us. That's a part of us being wise as serpents and harmless as doves. But let's go ahead and read on. All right, verse 19, it says, "But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you." Okay? Right, man. Joel Osteen hasn't had the FBI come persecute him for what he's talking about. All right? TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, they don't have the FBI come try to find them to talk to them about this word. Okay? So they're not being delivered up to kings and governors, man. But we are, So we fit those criteria. I'm going to keep reading. Verse 21, "And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death." That's right. I bet you his family loves him, man. And this also goes into all men not speaking well of us, man. Our families, they cast us out. A lot of brothers, their families hate the fact that they despise the fact that they're in the truth, man. Which is going to lead to, certain brothers, whoever's lot that is, their families are going to turn their backs against them in that time of trouble, man. And deliver them up to Esau, But it's all the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Verse 22, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth the end shall be saved." That's right, man. All right? Who looks like we're being hated by all men? We are, man. We fit these criterias, man. These false pastors of these mega churches, they're not hated of all men. Okay? A lot of people, they don't have anything bad to say about them. But that's because a lot of people are blinded. All right? Verse 24, "The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord." Verse 23, "But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? That's right. So they basically call Yahushua Satan. What do you think they're gonna do to us, man? They demonize us. They try to make us look like we're a terrorist group, man. You know, some brothers, they actually do call Satan, or or they say that brother has demons on him and stuff like that, man. But they said the same thing to Yahushua, man. You know, they called him. They said that Yahushua was casting demons out by the prince of demons, Beelzebub, roughly paraphrasing. And Yahushua was like, shit, if I'm casting demons out by Beelzebub, who you cast demons out by? You know? They try to put all these things upon us. You know? But if we're this way, then what are you? You know? This is verse 23. But when they persecute in this city, flee you into another. For verily I say unto you, you shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master. Salakia. Verse 26, fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. Okay? Right. Because there's going to come a point in time when they're going to try to put us to death, man. Verse 27, what I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. That's right. We openly profess this truth of ours, man. All right? That's why Yahushua said, if you confess me before men, I will confess you before my Father. And how do we do that? By our lifestyle, first and foremost, but us pushing this word on the highways and hedges and on the YouTube, putting up these videos and stuff like that, openly proclaiming the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right? And if it's necessary, all right, we'll push it wherever we have to, man. Wherever we at, man. Wherever the Spirit leads us to do it, we openly profess this word, man. But also we're wise, okay? We don't give our pearls unto the swine, because the scriptures tell us not to do so. So, certain brothers, well, majority of brothers, we don't be pushing the truth at work, stuff like that. But that's being wise, man. Because you got majority of the people at work are a bunch of demons, man. So it'll be futile. There will be no fruit. It wouldn't be fruitful, man. And that's what it's all about, to be fruitful, man. All right? In this ministry of ours, man. The Lord wants us to be fruitful, man. And he told us not to cast our pearls before swine. But if needs be, if we in a situation where, we get hemmed up at work, okay? And, we either got to profess the truth or denounce the faith. What you think we're going to do? We're going to profess the truth, man. Fuck that job, And that's the spirit we're coming in, man. If needs be. But a lot of times the Lord don't have us in situations like that, man. But if that's your lot, if the Lord end up putting you in a situation like that, hey, you better hope Yahweh Bashim Yahushua don't have you denounce the faith, man. Because the real men of the Lord, he won't denounce the faith no matter what. That's why the scriptures say they loved their lives. They hated their lives unto death. They love not their lives to the death, man. So we don't give a damn, man. And there's going to come a time where men of the Lord are going to have to be put to death for this word. So what you think? They're going to denounce the faith? If you think they're not going to denounce the faith over being put to death, what makes you think they're not going to denounce the faith over losing a job, man? A real man of the Lord. And we fit this criteria. Akim, Lord's will we endure to the end. This is Matthew 10 and verse 28. It says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. Right? We fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua because the Most High can kill your body and your soul, man, if he wanted to. If the Most High really wanted to, he could destroy your soul, man. But he's known as the Father of spirits. All right, but the Most High has the power to destroy your body and your soul, man. It says, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, right? The Lord going to destroy you in them. That hell represents them nuclear missiles, that nuclear fire, man. The lake of fire, Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, which is like half of a Roman penny, It says, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father, but the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore ye are of more value than many sparrows. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Right. So if pushing the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wasn't so frowned upon, why would you have to deny it? That's like saying to somebody, "Are you breathing?" "Yes, I am." Why would you have to deny the fact that you're breathing if that's not, something to be frowned upon? Because these demons out here in this world, they frown upon this truth, because right now it's their season. It's their season to be wicked. So righteousness is frowned upon. That's why the scriptures say, "He that departed from iniquity maketh himself a prey." That's in the book of Isaiah, if I'm not mistaken. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. Verse 34, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household." That's right, man. Because a lot of brothers, families, turn their backs against them, man, for this truth, man. They look at them weird, okay? They look at us like bug outs, and we're not the same. We've changed, but that's how we're supposed to have changed, man. Let me get this real quick. 1 Peter 4:2, "That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai." And that's what we're doing. Lord's will, we do it to the end. Verse 3, "For the time past of our life may have sufficed us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles." Right. How do we bring the will of the Gentiles? It says, "When we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you." Okay, right, man. Our people think it's strange that we're not being wicked like them, or at least we're not trying to be wicked like them, man. Okay, because we all fall short. But we're not. But the thing about us is we're contrite about falling short. Our people are not contrite. The Lord said when they committed iniquity, were they ashamed? Did they blush? They were not ashamed, man. Our people are not ashamed of this, of going off, man. They take pride in going off, man. You tell Jake, "Don't eat shrimp." Jake will be like, "Bro, you tripping, bro." And then you tell Jake, shrimp is going off. The Lord doesn't want you eating shrimp. Well, shrimp is good. Or you tell Jake, shrimp is nasty, and then you tell Jake it's going off. Jake will be like, "Man, eating shrimp good as fuck, man. Yup, that shit was good. Guess what? I had some shrimp today. That shit was good." But really they don't know what they're doing, man. They think they're just talking shit to you, but really they're talking shit to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is using you to reprove them. So they just look at you like an average dude, a vain fellow, but really you're an ambassador of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that goes back to them slaying the prophets, man. Like we read in the parable in Matthew, man. Matthew 22, how they slew the servants of the Most High, which represents the prophets, man. And they're getting ready to do it again, man. Okay? This is verse 37, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." Matthew 10:38, "And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." Okay, right. All right, and we have lost our life for the sake of Yahushai, for the sake of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that's why we're going to find our life. Lord's will, we endure to the end. Going back to us giving up everything for this truth of ours, man. And a part of us giving up everything is going through this persecution, man. Okay, let me get this real quick. Acts 14:22, "Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai." And we go through much tribulation, man. Okay, that's exactly what we do. All right, we catch hell. A lot of these false prophets, they ain't catching hell, man. Okay, they living comfortable, man. Romans 8:17, "And if children, then heirs, and heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs of Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Right, man. So these other dudes out here who posing to be men of the Lord, they're not suffering, man. Okay, they love their lives, man, but the true men of the Lord don't love their lives, man. So who fits this criteria, Akim? You know, I'll let you be the judge of that. You know, but with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that we will. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Lord's will, this video was edifying, and abad babal.